Hi there, I'm Ali Hollands from CPHT. I'm a senior lecturer of them. That's Clifton Practice Hypnotherapy Training. And we're doing a series of interviews with lecturers, professionals, and students to talk about what it's like to train and what it's like to qualify and go into practice and be in practice as a solution-focused hypnotherapist. CPHT, if you don't already know, is known as the gold standard of solution-focused hypnotherapy training in the UK, and we have satellite schools all over the UK. And today I'm really lucky to be talking to Emma Rose, who is training in Peterborough. And Emma, you're on month 7, is it, out of 10? Is that right?
Yeah, month 7.
Yeah. So, so this is the lovely Emma Rose. She's going to be qualified in June, if you can believe it. So we thought we'd talk about kind of what it's like to be kind of almost there in practice. So, Emma, over to you. Why did you decide to train in hypnotherapy and particularly solution focus? What brought you to that?
2 reasons. Firstly, I used to suffer from anxiety through parts of my life, up and down, and I experienced hypnotherapy myself and found it to be completely positive and changed my life. I've always wanted to help people, and I love listening to people and sounding advice, and I thought that hypnotherapy would be a perfect career change for me to do that. And it's also self-therapeutic as well, so it keeps me on track.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? So what is it that you do now?
So I'm a food technologist at the moment.
Oh, just a little bit of a change then.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's really cool. So when you, before training, kind of, were there any kind of challenges that you kind of had to overcome to get yourself on the training?
Yes. So I worried about how I would fit everything in and how it would all work, and with a full-time job and a family. So yeah, they were the challenges I really worried about before I did the course.
And so how have you found all of those worries?
Doing the course changes your mindset, and I've managed to overcome this by doing one thing at a time, and that's all you can do. So it's little tiny steps to get to your end goal, and by looking at it in that perspective, that's how I've managed to keep going.
Yeah, amazing.
It's making tiny little steps, and then all of a sudden you find that you've done something quite big.
Yeah. Amazing. So, and how are you finding, what's been really kind of interesting for you on the course?
Firstly, understanding how your brain works, why people think the way they do, understanding that there are so many different symptoms that come out of being anxious or depressed, and there's so many different ways it can affect your life.
Yeah. And is there anything that surprised you about the training?
How much I love doing it. I thought I would enjoy it and I'd benefit from it, but I actually love it, and I'm going to miss it when I'm not doing it.
Okay.
So I like the people that I've met on the course, and I love getting together with them once a month. It's just been a journey that I've loved.
So have you guys got any plans of how you're going to kind of stay in touch at all?
Yeah, well, we're all in touch daily on a WhatsApp group, and I'm sure we'll have meetings after the course and get together.
Oh, fantastic. And what's been your kind of your wow moments while you've been training? Because at 7 months, you've been doing proper therapy for probably 4 months with people now, haven't you?
Yep. So there's been quite a few. I've stopped a lady being scared of spiders. So I've removed a phobia from somebody's life. Just recently stopped somebody from smoking, which is a massive health benefit for that lady, and obviously life-changing for her. I've worked with a lot of clients who suffer from fibromyalgia, anxiety, and seeing them change physically, how their face changes, how they're starting to do more things in their life. It's just been amazing. So watching people grow and change weekly, it just makes you feel really good yourself.
Yeah. So why do you think you attracted so many of the fibromyalgia clients?
I think that was through word of mouth. I had a client who suffers from fibromyalgia, and then she has then sort of spoken to her, I think, social group, and then I've just attracted more clients.
So when she describes her symptoms of fibromyalgia, for people who don't, it's non-specific nerve pain, isn't it? So it's felt throughout the body. There are specific areas that people with fibromyalgia will all point to, but it's got a lot of and kind of energy levels and things like that. And some days it's you never know where you're at with it, do you? And a lot of people who've got fibromyalgia, they're the comorbid is anxiety and or depression as well. So for your people with fibromyalgia, what was the real kind of, what kind of things are they telling you about what it's like now? Because it's not going to go, is it? So we're now managing a long-term condition, which is probably what a lot of our future clients will have as we live longer, and there's a lot more stresses in the world. We're gathering these non-specific kind of groups of symptomologies, aren't we? So what's the kind of things that they're talking about that's kind of made the difference to their lives?
With a lot of the clients, they also suffer from a generalised anxiety, so that's reduced. Therefore, they're doing more things and getting out there, changing their lifestyle, and not letting the fibromyalgia take control. They're taking control of it and managing the pain when it does happen, when they have those bad days, in a better way. So, and then when they have their good days, they are more positive and active.
Wow. So a big change for them. Yeah. Amazing. So what's it like studying as a hypnotherapist, as a solution focused hypnotherapist?
I found it quite easy because I enjoy it. So I found the whole tutor experience and the classroom experience, it's really engaging. All of the tutors are great at sharing their knowledge, and they've got great support, and everything that we learn is exciting and new. And then in terms of the work after, that's easy because we've got all the information we need, and I really enjoy it. So,
yeah. Amazing. So what do you mean by there's a lot of support? Tell me more about that.
So we have every weekend of the month that we're in class, we'll have a student check-in. So we'll have an opportunity to talk about our clients, if we've got any questions, if we've got any niggles or concerns, we'll openly discuss those as a group. That's great support because we've got the knowledge and experience there to help us through that.
Yeah.
And we're learning together. So.
Yeah. It's important, isn't it? Because, when you've got kind of 18 people in a group, or, 10, 12, 18, whatever it is, it's like we always talk about kind of if they say, oh, can I ask you a question? It's like, ask it in the group, because if either someone else has or they're going to, and they'll remember this question. So, so we kind of use that group space to kind of support all of the learning and kind of to get extra depth of learning in a really safe and supportive environment. So yeah, that's brilliant. It's one of my favourite parts of the of each weekend. Actually, I love student check-in. I love hearing what everyone's up to, and and hearing how their thinking's developing. I don't remember the way that you kind of thought when you first came back and did it to where you are now. What was that like? When you kind of look back at that kind of, when you were in the first month 1, 2, and 3, and then you think of where you are now, kind of what?
Well, from the beginning of the course, I was a lot shyer, so my confidence has massively grown. I feel like I've got more confidence in hypnotherapy, so that's obviously coming out. Yeah, it's really good. I've made a massive step change in my whole life, I think.
Yeah. Tell me more about that. How so?
So I interact with people differently. I'm a lot more open with people. I'll probably start more conversations than I would have done before. Yeah, I'm just generally more confident in myself, and also where we do role play sessions in the classroom, I can hear the confidence in my voice, which I've never heard before.
Amazing! It is super cool, isn't it? How it's like we go. It's not even 7 months yet. So it's actually 6 months. 6 months, and there's and you're hearing your therapist voice coming out. It's amazing how quickly it changes, isn't it? So knowing you're going to qualify in June, what's kind of the future hold? Because you said you wanted to kind of have a career change, so what's kind of the first step towards that for you?
So at the moment I'm working on building my client base through Facebook, and word of mouth's great as well. And talking to people in the area, so personal trainers, they've been great in spreading the word. And then my ideal is to then go to part-time work and then slowly integrate myself into my own business, my own hypnotherapy business.
Wow. Sounds really exciting. That's awesome. So, same question I'm going to ask you that I ask everyone. Knowing what you know now, what would you go back and tell yourself before you joined the course?
I would probably say, just go and do it. You're going to love it, and it's going to change your life. Quite simply, that. For the better, obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we hope that way.
But yeah, just it will, you'll find your way, you'll get through it, and it will be the best thing you've ever done.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. So Emma, thank you very much today. I really appreciate you taking the time out. You guys won't know, but this is a Sunday morning for Emma and I. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to out us. We look business on the top. We've got pajamas on the bottom and slippers, just so you know. So yeah. So anyway, it's been absolutely lovely. So if you are watching this and you're thinking, oh, that sounds interesting, or that sounds like me, or something I want to find out about, you can check out the links below. We'll also put links to Emma, so you can go and have a little professional stalk of her and see what she's up to. But if you want to find out more about what it's training, or where the next course near you is, just send us a message, get in touch, and we'll be absolutely delighted to help. And we really hope to see you on the course soon. So Emma, thank you very much for today, and we will speak again soon. Take care.
Bye.